So you finally had it with bear canisters and you went and got yourself an Ursack. First step's done. Welcome to the team. We've been getting a lot of questions now that bears are starting to wake up and people are starting to hit the trails. I've got my Ursack, but how do I tie this thing properly? So that's what I'm going to go through today. Every Ursack bag has a 6-foot high tensile strength cable that's got reflective traces through it to make it a little bit easier to see at night. It also has a reflective tag on the outside. When you fill your bag up, you want to make sure that you have crossing cables going over the opening. You'll see why in a second, but if you got cables coming through, cross over, go through the eyelets on the opposing side. I like to grab both cables first and tighten it down, keep these pretty even, and then alternate to eliminate any gap in the top. You can see we have no gap there. Eliminate that gap. It's going to keep any critters, the mice, the squirrels, the chipmunks from getting into your bag and eating your food from the inside out. After that, you're going to do the knot that is on the outside of the bag on the tag, just a double overhand knot. Think of a double overhand knot as the knot you start your shoes with, just do 2 of them. So you're crossing over, going through, and then going through once more. This here is your double overhand knot. Pull those evenly, nice and slow, make sure they're pretty, and then cinch them down tight. Now, when that's done, you have no gap, and it's not just going to come open. So now we still need to fix it to a tree. You can get away with tying it to the base of a tree. That's not ideal. Reason being is if a bear gets to a bag that is tied to the base of a tree, it can get more leverage. It'll sit there and yank on it, which is going to then make your knot very, very tight and hard to open up in the morning. That's why I developed a new knot that we like to use on Ursack bags that is quick release. So we've got the bag all cinched up. We've got the double overhand knot on there. Next thing, we need to make a knot to go around the tree. I suggest finding a branch about 5 feet, 6 feet up and tying on the heart of the tree just above that branch. So what you're going to do is take one of your running ends and tie a slip knot. So with the slip knot, you're going to take the running end, go through your hand there, grab and make a counterclockwise turn to make yourself a bite. Go through that bite and grab the running end. Pull that running end through. Now you've got a slip knot that slides on the running or the standing end of your line. We're going to do 2 of those, one on each side. Again, we're going through the hand, grabbing hold of it, counterclockwise turn. We've got a bite through the bite, grabbing the standing end. Now we've got 2 of those slip knots there. So you're going to take one of the slip knots and the opening of one of the slip knots and push it through. The knot that you slid through, go ahead and tighten that up, cinch it fairly tight. And then something most all of us have laying around, a carabiner. You can get away with using the tiny little aluminum carabiner. I found this one on my camp spoon, but this is ideal. If you do have bear interaction, this will help you pull the knot loose at the end. So take that carabiner, run it through the slip knot loop that is left open, pull them down a little bit tight, cinch it all up, make it pretty. Now what you have are 2 slip knots interlocked with a locking bar. So that carabiner cannot go through the slip knot. Doesn't matter how much pressure they put on it, doesn't matter how long a bear stays there and tugs on it. The only way this thing's going to come off the tree is if they snap the cable, and good luck. So you are now fixed to a tree. Your bag's good to go. You wake up in the morning, you want to get your bag, grab your food, and get back on the trail. It's as simple as this. You take the carabiner, pull it back through, separate the 2 slip knots, release them, and you're good to go. Happy hiking.